Jackie Martel has lived and worked in the picturesque East Sussex market town of Wadhurst all her life. The 49-year-old's grandfather was a local bank manager, her mother ran the pharmacy, and Jackie opened her own independent clothes, shoes and accessories store here in 2001 with business partner Gillian Woolnough. But now she is worried her livelihood and the character of her beloved town is at risk. Earlier this month, her NatWest bank in Wadhurst was identified as one of 259 branches that will close across the country over the next 6 months. It means this community of around 5,000 people will lose their last branch.Residents, and shopkeepers such as Jackie will have to travel to Tunbridge Wells, 7 miles away, for banking. Jackie says, "I don't honestly know how we will cope. For example, how are we going to get change for the shop? Wadhurst is home to a lot of elderly people who have retired here and rely on having bank facilities at hand. To go to Tunbridge Wells all the time will be hard, especially for the elderly. We also fear people will not shop in the village now." In total, that Royal Bank of Scotland, the parent company of NatWest, is closing 1 in 4 of its branches by June next year. In Wadhurst, NatWest says branch transactions have fallen by 38% since 2012, with only 29 customers now visiting the branch on a weekly basis. But critics warn that the closures are a devastating blow for vulnerable people in rural communities, and especially for local shopkeepers such as Jackie. Of the 197 NatWest closures, 33 are in the north of the country, 70 in the southwest and Wales, 36 in central and eastern regions and 58 in London and the southeast. NatWest customers and local businesses will be able to carry out basic banking transactions such as withdrawing cash, paying in cheques and depositing money at their local post office. In Wadhurst, the post office is just down the road from the NatWest branch.But they'll have to travel further afield for anything else. Well, 24 towns will no longer have a bank, so what does that make them? Heartless. Ultimately, banks need to remember that they have a social responsibility. There is still a part of the community that relies on branches. For Wadhurst residents, the loss of the cashpoint outside NatWest is a major talking point. John Weller, 62, from Ticehurst, the village next door, says, "It's inconvenient, but I will probably drive to Tunbridge Wells now instead of coming here to bank." NatWest says there will still be several independent free-to-use ATMs elsewhere in Wadhurst. But Catherine Watson, 45, a mother of one and marketing events coordinator from Wadhurst, says these don't always work. "I do some online banking, but I like getting cash out, so this is concerning," she says. By June, RBS-NatWest will have just 744 branches left, less than half its 2,120 in 2011. Earlier this year, the Mail revealed how in some instances the bank was blocking rivals from using their former premises. In total, around 1,000 bank branches have been shut over the course of 2017. Martin-James, a consumer service resolver, says, "If we're not careful, we're allowing vital services to be stripped away for more cost-effective, less compassionate computers and call centers." A spokesman for RBS says, "As customers change the way they bank with us, we must adapt to serve them, so we are investing in our more popular branches and shaping our network."